Okay, so here we are. Now I want to make it, I know I want to do this. That was the reason. Oh, and I've got to change it so it's so confusing. Like when it's up like this, and normally it's me upside down, which drives me nuts. Now, okay, don't worry. You don't have to worry about there being any kind of like, this is not the beginning of a porno flick. I happen to not have any clothes on, but that's just because I got out of the bath, and I'm in it's nice and warm in here. I take really hot baths, and I just got out of it, and I was talking, and I'm talking into the mirror here, and so I'm going to continue doing that. I have no idea what it's going to look like, you know. Then I kind of think it's interesting. It's just different, you know, and I mean, it's not, you know, I'm doing these videos, and I realize, you know, it's not as if I'm such a looker, you know. You know, oh, I want to stare at Mark for all this time. And yet, I believe it's important. I mean, there's a visual component to, well, entertainment, which I feel that I need to do. I don't consider myself fundamentally an entertainer. I consider myself a teacher, a person who, well, I actually consider myself more of a learner and a sharer of my learning. So I share, I'm very happy to share with whomever wants to, I'm distracted because I don't know where I should be putting my eyes. When I'm close to the camera like this, it can be strange, I believe. So anyway, yeah, you know what, maybe the whole idea is to get me a little bit out of it. Oh, well, this was my idea. You see, I had this idea of me being in the mirror, right? Because that's what I was doing. So, in fact, so this could be entirely with me in the mirror. Yeah, I think you're there. I mean, you. I think I'm in. You can see me. Is what the question. Maybe not. You know, I don't know for sure, but I believe so. And I was working with my parrot here. A little closer. You could sort of see that I have a few labels that I've been working on recently. You know, down here you can see my voice. It's just an indicator, which is very important. I know it's hard to see because there are all these extra reflections. Probably if I, well, I don't know. You see, I see it's, wow. I think what's happening, what you're seeing is, stop it. Okay, we're gonna get this out of here. It's too confusing anyway. I need to water the plants. Well, snooze that, babes. We'll see how many hours it is before I actually water the plants. I mean, I only have to do it today sometime, and at the moment, I have other things to do. So anyway, I was looking, before I got this, I was looking in the mirror, and I do that a lot. I look at myself, because, well, it keeps me honest a little bit. That's why I talk in public so much. That's why, because when I talk in private, either to myself, which I do a lot of, I've always done that, my whole life, I've done a lot of that. But also when I talk with people that are close to me, I have a very unfortunate habit, and it's a long-term habit. I mean, I've always had it, of just kind of going blah, 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 blah. And I've actually been, it's almost a form of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, in that I'm obsessed with the idea of being accurate. And I'm compelled to be accurate about everything. But what I find is, holy cow, I say something, and then I realize, no, that's not what I meant. Let me say it a different way. And then I say it a different way, and then I'm off. Then, you know, oh, I'm getting myself confused, you know. Where am I looking? In the mirror or at the camera? You know? So anyway, I know, yes, bringing the camera in has been quite a distraction. Looking at you, Mark, in the mirror helps because, okay, you're looking, you Mr. Reflection. Wait, I won't say Mr. You're not a Mr. You're just light being reflected. But your eyes, are looking at me. And so it's important that I pay attention to your needs, you, the person who's listening. Back to my past, maybe, when I talk about my past, I'm over here. When I talk about, well, what am I going to do? I'm here. Because here, the difference between here and here is that this is a camera, and people, myself included, but anybody will have that will have access to looking at this in the future. Whereas this is now. And therefore, see, when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I'm looking at my needs at the moment. Yours, I mean, there's a both. Well, I have a need to be clear, to use whatever facial expressions make sense, not use too many, because I have a bit of a tendency to do that. I mean, this is something to capture, which has a place. It does have a place. Okay, but I want to remember, Mark, what you were doing. Remember what you were doing, Mark. You turned the camera to show something, to capture something for the future. Possibly because it will be useful in the future. Whereas now, when you look in the mirror, you are talking, you are focusing on making sense. Now, making decisions that have to do with myself now. Paying attention, for example, to the fact that my feet are getting cold, which means I probably should stop this soon, which would probably not be a bad idea anyway. Less frequently is more. That's a hard one for me. It's time to shut up. Ha! S-T-F-U-M. Stiffum. Shut up. Mark. Time to move on. TMO. Time to move on. See, I'm tempted to just keep going. Well, because actually I'm talking. I realize, okay, here it is. Just a moment. That drives my wife crazy. But I do have a hard time staying focused, keeping a hold of the ideas that I had. So I need to practice in an ongoing way, to finish my thoughts. Otherwise, I get nowhere very quickly, and it gets very I have sort of a little bit of a hiccupy, burpy kind of thing going on here. Time to stop. That's simple. Bye.